Careful turning on the slush, might slide around a little bit. Good. Alright. At this point, I'll take control. I'll demonstrate to you just the first circuit. So, yeah.
Again.
We want to get lined up with the runway, take a look at the windsock.
Yep.
We got a bit of a right crosswind, it's pretty gusty. So aileron's fully right into the wind. As we accelerate down the runway, we're going to keep that nose wheel on the ground as long as possible, because it's going to help us with the directional control. A prompt rotation and a coordinated turn into the wind.
So you're not pulling back as much?
Not quite as much, yeah. Full power confirm, gauge is green, active runway check. Airspeed's alive, slowly release that aileron, and then a prompt rotation. Coordinated turn into the wind. So now you can see that we're flying a little bit sideways.
November, lining up 05, we'll be climbing straight out to the east.
A little bit bumpy today with just those gustier winds. Now we have to be mindful of where the wind's coming from. It's going to kind of push us that way, so we might want to climb a little bit higher than we normally do on upwind tier, because we're going to get pushed that way because of the tailwind that we'll have on crosswind. So I'm going to climb to about 1500 before I turn crosswind. And this time when we turn base, we're going to have a headwind or a tailwind.
We're on base, we're going to have a headwind.
We're going to have a bit of a headwind, yeah. So our base lag is going to take a little bit longer than normal, so we'll keep a little bit of extra power in. Might be a little tricky to demonstrate just because of the fact that there's not too much of a crosswind. You can make a base call for us though if you'd like.
For traffic, Yankee Juliet Lima's turning left base, runway 05.
And for crosswinds, the POH suggests that we land with a minimum flap. That's just because the flaps, they act kind of like a sail with the wind, and they also don't allow quite as much elevator and rudder authority because it deflects the airflow downwards. Normal approach speed 60 knots in this airplane. I'm going to approach at 65 just because of the gusts.
Okay.
Balance out some of that because you can already hear the stall warning going off. I might even make it 70. Alright, you can make a call for us. We're doing a touch and go.
Private traffic, Yankee Juliet Lima is final, runway 05, touch and goes.
Good. Alright, so I'm crabbed a little bit to the right here, not too much. So now I'm going to transition to the side slip. Right aileron, left rudder to keep us lined up with centerline. So you can probably feel those rudder pressures there. A little bit of right aileron, a little bit of left rudder. And we're going to land in just this exact attitude. So as we transition the flare, power to idle. Right wheel, then the left wheel, then the nose wheel. Gradually, ailerons fully into the wind. Good. Flaps 10 for takeoff. All yours. How are you doing with the turbulence?
I'm fine.
Alright. If you wanna make the full stop anytime, let me know. Alright, we're very close to the airport, as you know. We don't have to be up here doing crosswinds forever. You'll get lots of practice.
That's not too bad yet.
Right.
Not making controlling the easiest.
Yeah, the 152 gets bounced around pretty good. You get a little bit of a margin for mistakes. You can blame it on the turbulence.
Brantford, Unicom, Golf Bravo, Golf Zulu, radio check and airport advisory, please.
Get that nose down and
Bravo,
that power
Golf
in.
Zulu, I got you 5x5, active runway is 05. There's
Once we're on center line, we'll have to
at 9
transition
knots,
to
trust
that
in the
side
area.
slip. Less of that wind blow
Golf
us
Zulu,
left of the center line. Just a little bit of aileron, a little bit of rudder to keep us on center line, just like that, yeah. And you can even leave a bit of power in when we land. Yeah, and then just slowly bring it back. Yeah, we can bring it back. Pretty much idle now. Bit of a side slip, yeah. The right rudder. There you go. There's one wheel down. Now just slowly bring that power out. There's the other wheel. There's the nose wheel. Very good. You can just keep rolling. I'll get your stuff. And take off any time. Just remember that aileron fully into the wind. Gradually reduce it as your speed comes up. Very good. What do you think?
Difficult.
Difficult. It is pretty tricky. We're still a little bit high. So we can bring that power to idle. You can even side slip it early if you need to. That'll destroy some of our lift, rather increase the drag. Gradually bring it to idle. Nice. Very good. You're doing pretty well with those so far. I'm not really helping you out too much. That's a good crosswind.
Not the easiest thing in the world, but
It's not the easiest thing. To be honest, I like the challenge though. I like really good crosswinds because it's like you're not breathing for most of your the last minute on final. You're just fighting the airplane to the ground. It'll also just improve your overall normal landings as well, because you'll just you'll have that much more of a feel for the airplane. Nice. Get a little bit of power in to recover from this. Yep, good. Power to idle. Aileron into the wind. All the way into the wind. Nice. And if you need to, at any time, if the approach is too unstable for you, just go around.
okay.
Crosswinds I'm a lot more prone to go around with because it's so easy for the approach to turn to something unstable. But yeah, anyone you're landing, if you don't think it's unstable, or you think it's unstable, it's not really going the right way, full power, carby, go around. Before you go solo, it's imperative that you learn to recognize when a bad landing's about to happen.
Right.
You know, if your approach speed is too high, you're still too high, just go, you know what, we're going to go around and try this again. Then just a little bit of power.
Private traffic in Lima, November, turning left base 05, full stop.
A little bit of power again to cushion this. In that case, if we go up...
Traffic, Bravo, Golf Zulu,
Yeah,
final
okay.
for 05.
Here, I'll just take control here.
Yep.
Thank you. In that case, if we kind of bounce up again, it's not a bad idea just to go around at that point.
Okay.
Because it's really hard to recover from something like that. The gusty winds make it next to impossible to have a stable approach, unfortunately.
Yeah.
1,000 feet, flaps up. And you have control again. That same principle applies for bounce recoveries. If the airplane bounces off the ground and comes back up, very hard to salvage that landing, so you may as well just go around.
Okay, so basically, go around if it's not.
If it's not looking good,
It's not
go
good.
around. Because you can always try again. It's not a failure to go around. Yeah, so maybe instead of bringing it to idle, let's just leave a little bit of power in, so that the approach doesn't become quite as unstable. Just slowly bring it to idle over the runway. Aileron into the wind slowly. Yep, fully into the wind as we slow down.
I don't think that last one was too bad.
Yeah, no, the last one was great. You've got the principles down for sure. It's just practice at this point. Takes a lot of practice. And once we're past the old short line, you can call clear of the runway.